Hey there, welcome to Can I Make That? So this is a channel where I find things that I like and I want to see if I can make it. So that way I either don't have to keep getting it, just trying to find it, or just be fun to make. So I'm here in the kitchen right now, and so when I go to the farmer's market, there's a vendor there who makes these cookies that are just so amazing. And it's called a scone muffin type of a cookie, which didn't make a lot of sense to me because I barely even know what a scone is. I don't do much in the kitchen. That's my wife's job. Not job. That's where she enjoys being before I get smacked for saying that. So anyway, I'm going to show you the ingredients it took. So I'll link to the original video that I found this recipe, and that way you can try to make this also. And my goal here is that I can make this and it'll be so insanely delicious that this will be the new go-to, because it's a great breakfast in the morning, or have this with hot tea or coffee in the evening time. So, or if I'm completely off base and it tastes completely horrible, or if it tastes like a good alternative. So let's see. Okay, so I'm going to show you the ingredients. Hang on a second. All right, check out this smorgasbord of ingredients. So I placed everything here. I've already measured everything. And so this is everything that it takes. Everything from all-purpose flour, eggs. Instead of using cranberries, I went ahead and used raisins because that's what I had. And this is kind of one of the big key things I enjoy about this cookie, is it's got all these seeds. Like this is some pumpkin seeds. I got to take the chocolate out of this because my wife doesn't do chocolate. So I still got to sift through that a little bit, that way she can enjoy these too. But yeah, so you can see, I mean, this thing takes quite a little bit of ingredients to make this whole thing. So I thought you would appreciate, in fact, I'm going to take a picture of this. I thought you would appreciate seeing all of this. And we're going to see if we can do this, because I am very excited. It's going to be yummy. Okay, let's go for it. Woohoo! All right, let's have some fun. Who doesn't like Yoda? Yoda's cool. And I got my mud water. Let's get this party going. Alrighty. Okay, so I went through the process and I got all of the chocolate out. And the bananas. Decided that wasn't going to be part of this. So this is a chocolateless mix here. So yeah, my wife can enjoy it now also. But of course, I enjoy chocolate. I like chocolate. Alrighty, now it's time to start doing this. Let's go. Okay, so this is something I found very strange about this recipe. It does ask for some milk, but it only asks for 15 milliliters of milk. That is the equivalence of 3 teaspoons. So if you look at a teaspoon, this is how big a teaspoon is, in reference to my thumbnail. You see? Very tiny. So this is what it looks like. I went ahead and just put it into a half-cup measure. Look at that. Not even sure what the point of it is. But it's what it asked for, so that's what we're going to do. Alrighty, let's get this started. Okay, first thing it wants us to do is melt the butter. So realized, oh wait, I can't put that into a metal thing, so I transferred it over to a plastic thing. And we're just literally going to put it in for about 15 seconds. We're going to watch it melt. Okay, and it is mostly melted, so that will work. Alright, so we're going to put that into the mixing bowl. And I'm going to use a little thing to get it all out. Okay, now we have the butter in here. Next ingredient. Okay, now we're going to take the brown sugar. Going to put that in there. Now we're going to take the whisk and we're going to mix it until it is dissolved. Got that nice little granulated, sandy type of a sound going here. Sorry. You're not on a tripod, so I'll do it this way so you don't shake. Okay, now we're going to add the egg. And I'm going to show you a cool little hack that I learned. If you take this and you take a fork or something else, just the back side of the handle, and you smack it right there, it creates the crack along the egg, and it makes it so you don't have to use the side of the bowl. Sure, most of you already know that, but I just learned it. Like I said, I don't do much stuff in the kitchen. So, yeah. So, I'll be right back. Okay, the egg is in there. Okay, now it's time to add the milk. And I went back and watched the video, and this literally is all that they put. So it wasn't a typo or anything, which was a little surprising to me. And we're going to go ahead and add the cinnamon. A little hard to do this one-handed. I am a big fan of cinnamon. Cinnamon also just has a whole ton of good health values to it, so that makes it nice. I added a lot to my oatmeal in the morning. Alright, now we're going to... Okay, now we add the salt. Alright, now we're going to add the vanilla extract. And then they added the all-purpose flour. But I have to use the sifter to do this, so I actually have it occupied. I'll be right back. Okay, so now we've put the powder into the sifter, and we are going to sift it. And this just, I believe, helps it to become aerated and not clunky. So that way it can be mixed in a little bit better without it getting, as I said, clunky. Okay. Okay, now we are going to transition away from our trusty whisk. And we are going to get into this. Now we're going to just mix it up. Alright, after putting in a little bit of elbow grease, this is what we get. We now have, whoopsie, we now have something that looks like dough. Almost caramel consistency-ish. But yeah, so this is what we have right now. Okay, now I am saying goodbye to Mr. Spatula here. Not spatula, but that thing. And now I'm going to add the oats. This is going to turn into a bit more of a dry type of a crumbly-ish mixture, but have a glove on now. This will be much easier to mix this by hand. That's yeah, fun. Okay, be right back. Okay, that was definitely fun and a great forearm workout. So we were able to combine all of the dough with the rolled oats. So this is what we have. Man, you definitely could get some good massage training or build up some massaging muscles by just squeezing this about 50 times to get all this stuff mixed in. The glove is definitely a better option than trying to use the other gizmo. Okay, it is now time to add what makes me enjoy these cookies so much. Well, the cinnamon for sure. The cinnamon overtones on it, or undertones, are delicious. But now it wants me to add the mixed nuts and seeds and stuff, and the cranberries, which I substituted for raisins. But I'm also going to only include about 3/4 of this because I want to be able to add a little bit of this, especially the pumpkin seed, on top. So, here we go. Alright, we're going to just take out a little bit of the walnuts, the almonds out of here. Actually, I probably should have put this in a food processor first and crumble it up a little bit. In fact, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to take this out and put it back. I'm going to sort the nuts from the seeds, and I'm going to process it a little bit to make it a little bit more manageable. So I will be right back. Okay, so I have actually divided. So you saw earlier, got the chocolate over here, banana chips over here. Now I have a combination of these sweet, I forgot what they are, but it's a fruit, the nuts, the granola, the walnuts, anything else. And then over here I have a mixture of the pumpkin seeds and little pieces of granola, I believe that is. So these I'm going to leave as is. These I'm going to crunch up, and I'm going to put 3/4 of it in there to mix it in, and the other part I'm going to mix with this to put it to kind of give it a crust on top. So I'm going to use the coffee grinder, because it's not enough for a food processor, I don't think, and go from there. Okay, we've got it in here. We're going to give it a few pulses just to make it chunky. And I've also decided I'm not going to use the raisins over there because there's enough cranberries in here to suffice. So as I was grinding this, it was taking a little more effort than for the machine, but I started realizing it was turning into this. I was like, ooh, I kind of like that. So I think that'll add a nice little nuttiness to everything. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this into the big bowl. I was noticing the bottom portion was actually trying to start turning into a nut paste, like peanut butter, but a mixture of everything, so it's more of a nut paste. Thought that was pretty interesting. All right, so let's go ahead and go over here, and we are going to add actually we're just going to go ahead and add all of it. Why not? Okay, let's go ahead and mix this up. Never would have thought making cookies was such a workout. Alright, I think everything is pretty well mixed. As I make you slightly dizzy watching this. Sorry. Alright. Okay, so the recipe I'm following actually has you put these into 1/4 cup, but kind of the cookie that I enjoy eating is quite a bit larger. In fact, it's about that big around, probably the same size as, well, if you look on my baking sheet here, it's about that big around. So I'll show you that in just a second, but making my ball initially, and then I'm going to smash it down. Okay, so this is about how big I'm going to make it. This is the size of my hand. So I'm just going to make a bunch of them this size. They're a little bit thick. So if I show you it from this vantage point in my hand, that's about what it looks like. So I'm just going to fill this whole tray with a bunch of those. I already have the oven going at 350 preheating, 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I almost forgot. So I'm adding the seeds on top. So the way I'm doing this is I take one of these, I put it in there, I push down on it just like I would if I was, well, maybe breading a piece of fish or something. Push down on it a little bit, grab the edges, pull it up a little, put it on the baking sheet, give it a little press, and then carry on. Sorry. Then carry on. Alright, check out the deliciousness that is these cookies. I was able to make 6 of them. The recipe actually calls for 30 of them at 1/4 cup per cookie. I obviously made this a little bigger. So I made 1/6 of the recipe. But you can see here, it's got the pumpkin seeds on here with a little bit of granola, a little bit of the dried cranberries. So the oven is about ready. I'm going to stick these in for 12 minutes. And I am super excited to see how these things come out. Really hoping that they will be similar, if not better, than what I've had before, because I am super excited to taste these. Okay. I'll see you on the flip side after I take a picture. And of course, you have all these dishes that you have left over after you're done making these. So what's a great way to use my time as I'm waiting for the cookies to cook? Let's wash dishes! That way when we're done with the cookies, we don't have to worry about this. Yay! Alright, I'll see you after I have a clean kitchen. Alright, check this out. I got 2 minutes and 11 seconds left, and look at this. Clean kitchen! Yay, all I gotta do is let everything dry a little bit and I'll put everything away. And there's no more stuff over here, except for, of course, Baby Yoda. But yeah, so it's all clean. I don't have to worry about it now. And when the cookies get done, I'll let them cool. And then we will do a taste test and see how they are. We want to look at the sink. So, totally excited. Let's see how this stuff tastes. We'll see you in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Yay. Okay, bye. All right, the timer just went off. Let's take a look at this. Oh, wow. Nice. I guess that's what baking soda does. Oh, this is awesome. Putting it on the wood meat block that my dad made. Let's close this, turn this off, turn everything off. Okay, we got off and we got off. Yep, close that. Oh, check this out. That just looks delicious. Oh yeah. So we're gonna let this cool for a little while. And that is very nice. I'm excited about that. It looks really good. Okay, let's let it cool and we will come back and we will do a taste test. Yes. Okay, it is time to taste the cookies. So here we go. Hang on 1 second. All right. So my wife is here and we're both going to taste this at the same time. So just grab one and break a piece off. Oh, it's soft. I'm so happy about that. A little crumbly. Okay, so hang on, let me switch. Oh, there we go. All right. Texture's awesome. Need more cinnamon. It's honestly lacking a little bit of flavor.
It just needs something else to sweeten.
Mm-hmm.
More sweet. But the texture is awesome.
Texture is awesome.
It's missing one more thing. Cup of tea.
Yeah, but I totally dig this. It's perfect thickness. I like it. Minus the, it probably needed some of those cranberries that I didn't add. So I probably should have put those raisins in there. That's probably what was going to give it its sweetness.
But if you're watching your sugar, it's perfect.
Well, it's got brown sugar in it. But okay, so was I able to make it? I would say 90% there, but it needs some tweaks. But I'm quite happy about this. I like the thickness of it, the texture of it, the crunchiness of it. Obviously my wife is enjoying it because she's still eating a cookie. And so, yay! Was that, could I make it? 90% yes. So we'll try this again later and we'll see how it goes. Alright, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Woohoo! Enjoy the cookies. Yay! Okay, so here's part of the cookie that I'm trying to mimic here. You can see the thickness here. You can see the same pumpkin seeds and the nuts and everything that and sesame, the sunflower seeds that I added to mine. So here is the side-by-side comparison. You can see it's an extremely delicious cookie. So this is what it looks like.